This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Charlotte 49ers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Checking in with the Florida Atlantic head coach. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, it's Turner. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The 49ers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quick give. It's Turner. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Finds a crease, it's Marshall. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the 49ers are rolling down the field. They'll run it. Turning it on.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Out wide left, it's Boston. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The 49ers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Tough run here. It's Turner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Defense all over him.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Headed to the edge, it's Turner. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Bernard. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Here's a give to Peoples. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. The quick out. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. They'll give it to People. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the air. It's Haley. Got it. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. There he goes. Crosses midfield. The 30. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Haley. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Tyler. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Peoples. Makes the tackle.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Sets his feet. It's Haley. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Between the hashes, it's Thurman. He's dropped.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second and long here. Handoff for Peoples. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here's Peoples. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Drops back. It's Haley. Rush right in his face. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The ride. Runs through a tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
White under pressure, and down he goes.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
White from the gun on third down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Haley. Out wide right, it's Thurman. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeps it on the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack taking on the number 23 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's NC State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Left side is Thurman. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Bernard. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Out wide left, it's Brown. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Haley. Unloads it left. He's got it. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Owls right after the huge play through the air back to the line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, looking for a man. Rolls right. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Right at the line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out some.
And he's in. Touchdown, Owls. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. On the run, it's Turner. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
White on the play action. Still looking to his right. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Boston. Hits the crease. He's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Charlotte.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stopped right there.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking downfield, it's Haley. Looking to the big tight end. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing White. Tight end getting vertical. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for...
Touchdown, Charlotte! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Haley. They're all over him. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Florida Atlantic races to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. A strike downfield. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Wants to throw on first. Out wide right, it's Thurman. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Dropping back, it's Haley. Look out. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. White. Rushes on. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throwing, White. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. So the defense sets him up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Peoples again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Peoples. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
Handoff for Peoples. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Florida Atlantic will try to run out this clock. Running inside, it's Peoples. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.